right, Outlaw Radio Live fans, we are live with none other than DJ Antron, also known as the Hollywood special effects artist. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. It's a little bit cold out here on Venice Beach where I hang and work.
That's what's up. Yeah, I heard there was a big snowstorm out in California or something like that. I was like, wait, what?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
So I gotta ask, man, how and when did you get your start in the music industry?
Oh, man, I listened to tapes when I was 8 years old. My father was in a band called the Sonic in Seattle. So I learned a lot of this later in my years. I like, damn, Pops, I didn't know you was in a band. You know, he gave me music lessons, drum lessons when I was 11. He had some projects going with Quincy Jones, building some music equipment. So I was always into music, and I collected music tapes and records. So by 15, I had the pretty much the best funk sound collection around everybody. I'd go to the parks, I'd make cassette tapes. You know, I had to have all the latest jams and everything. And this is before I even knew what a crossfader was. I'm just making tapes.
Oh, nice, man. You know, I think everybody has made like a mixtape back in the day. You know, I think everybody has like, you know, made one of those kind of tapes.
Oh, yeah, my father had a company called Trans Am. He made musical loudspeakers. That's the project with Quincy. And in high school, I already had a mountain of equipment. So I started DJing all the high school parties in the area, all the schools. So that's pretty much how I got my jump start.
Man, that's crazy. And also, you were also known as a DJ that actually created the DJ culture in South Central Los Angeles. How did you get that title?
Yeah, not South Central. South Central has its own territory. I said South Los Angeles. It's kind of southeast. I moved up from San Diego. So my territory from the old Orange County line to Compton. I didn't cross into Compton or South Central. That was a whole different area. But in my area, I was tearing it up. I had the best music, and I created all the DJ tricks. You know, when I was like 15, I saw Grandmaster Flash in concert in San Diego, and I said, damn, I didn't know you could wreck records like that. My pops would kill me if he saw me fucking up a record with his Diamond Needle.
Yeah.
So I just thought, damn, that's just crazy. So I just started practicing. And I just got hella dope. And I got better, and then I got better. And then mobile DJing, doing all the high schools. Next thing you know, I'm just the best around. And it's all just from practice and innovation, trying new things.
And also, you also have your own show on Spreaker called DJ Antron Mabin Show. What made you decide to start your own show?
Oh, yeah, I've always been wanting to do shows. The only thing is I'm just always so busy. I don't have the time to do it, but I want to do it. See, lately I've been really busy with these films. And then I have some groups in production that I'm working with. Just there's a lot of things going on. And I have a family. And but to keep balance, I am going to get back to the music and, you know, maybe my own show or maybe something else.
And also, you were the #1 DJ in San Diego, man. I have to ask you, how did you get that title?
Oh, just by not even trying, just having the best music. DJ Swan was he came from New York, and he was sort of a leading DJ before I started coming up. And I just had to be #1.
And also, you are currently a DJ at Radiotron. Could you tell us a little bit more about that, and how did you get hooked up with those guys?
Oh, yeah. I'm running South Los Angeles, so I'm pretty much the best DJ around. Tough Records found me, and I made this record called Scratchmatic. That was my name at the time, and that was put out. So then I hear on the radio station there's a DJ contest at this club called Radiotron. I could never find it back then. I heard about it, so I went down there, and I had a following from my record Scratchmatic. So my crowd came with me, and I pretty much won the crowd. I went there and won the semifinals, just tore it up. And the finals was at Radiotron. I just blasted everybody out. I would tell them, you ain't never seen nothing like this before. I invented this stat, which, everybody picked up on it, and everybody does it now. It's very common. Some people call it the crab scratch. Some call it the flutter scratch. I don't care. But I just tore it up. And on the spot, New York Dave said, "You were hired." And I'm
That's
still
crazy.
at home.
Right on the spot, man. That's awesome, man.
18 years old. I just turned 18. And making that kind of money at 18 years old in 1985, woo, that's like $2,500 today. Man, that was life. Man, Radiotron was crossroads of Los Angeles. Everybody came through there. When I say everybody, I mean everybody and anybody that was down with hip hop. When I say hip hop, not gangster rap. There's a transition in about 89, 90.
And those were the good days, man. That was a golden age of hip hop, man. You had the Run DMC. You had all these great, scratchers. Like you said, Grandmaster Flash, the legends, man.
Yeah. Dougie Fresh.
Curtis Blow.
Yeah.
The good shit. That's what I call it. I call it the good shit. Even though I wasn't alive then, but I still respect the legends, man. You have to.
Yeah. Grandmaster Flash had some jams that we played out on the West Coast. So we were just trying to catch up back then. We didn't know how to get down yet. I remember once we first cracked it. And then I did a club suite. After Radiotron, I moved on to Marshall's with Joe Cooley and Arabian Prince. I battled Joe Cooley at his apartment in Compton. Out of respect, I'll say it's a tie. But you had to be there.
Did you ever battle Arabian Prince at all?
No, we were cool. He taught me a lot of tricks in the early days, and then I started getting producing and making beats. So Arabian got me on that. He also allegedly, but since I know him personally, he taught Dre.
Oh shit! Okay, I actually did not know that. I really didn't. That's actually, I guess
Oh,
you learn something new every day.
Yeah, we're all in the same circle. Look at the NWA first album, the EP. Arabian's on there.
NWA and the Posse, man. You can't go wrong with that record.
That's right. So then after Marshall's, I got World on Wheels. Now I'm in South Central. And I would go to all the Uncle Jan's Army jams, and I learned a lot from Egypt. I'd say Egypt was my god.
And I have to ask you
all
this.
respect to Egypt.
Oh, sorry, you go ahead. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah. I don't battle Egypt. I say, you're not a DJ, you're a performing artist. He's like in a higher level. So, everybody has somebody to look up to. So, I learned a lot from Egypt.
And that's
But I was a battle DJ. I battled anybody and everybody. So, I didn't make friends.
Hey, well, you know what? That's what DJs do. They battle people. If they can't take an L, man, they shouldn't do it.
No, I was tearing up them. In my car, I stole people's girl. I was a bad boy.
Hell yeah, man. You know what I mean? That's what's up, man. You know what? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. What can you do?
No, it's all good. It's all good. That's like from age 18 to 22. Now I'm way mellowed out now. I'm chill. Get in where you fit in is my motto.
So I have to ask this, man. You also currently right now you're working in Hollywood. What made you decide to get into the movie industry? Kind of switch things up a little bit. What made you decide to do that?
Okay, glad you asked, because DJ led me to the recording studio, so I started recording engineering for Rappers Rap with Stuffy Hooks. real famous records. One of my records was definitely put on that label. In the studio, I learned computers inside and out, and I wanted to do better at them, and I got really good. Then I got this technical job. And then I was just thinking, what if I could use what I can do with computers on music videos? So what they're doing today, I was doing 30 years ago. All these films like Avengers, fancy episodics, all these special effects, I did that 30 years ago. I'm one of the ones that invented it.
And you did some movies, man, that when I looked at your IMDb, you did movies that I grew up watching, man, like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. It blew my mind. I was like, oh shit, he did Spider-Man 3. I'm like, that's fucking lit.
Oh yeah. That was a masterpiece. Worked on that for months. Superman Returns is my favorite, just because I blew Beverly Hills bank out when I walked in with the check. I wanted cash. People don't take cash out anymore. It's all electronic. They looked at me, said, "Can you come back at 2? We don't have enough hundreds."
Man, some people don't trust banks, man. I'm right with you, man. You can't trust those banks, man.
But I started in music videos. Rolling Stones, Michael Jackson, Macy Gray. I brought that to hip hop. Ruthless Records, Eazy-E, MC Ren, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Corrupt. So yeah, I just wanted to use what I could do for music or movies, and hopefully music-related films. Did one with Aaliyah, rest in peace. And then right now, today, as I speak, I'm working on a film, one of the biggest groups in history. It's top secret. I signed the papers, but probably win an Oscar.
Shit. No, that honestly, I'm looking forward to that one. I really am. So the next question I have is one that I've been really excited to ask you. As you probably see, we have each other on Facebook, so you've probably seen I'm a huge Bruce Willis fan. So you work with Bruce on 2 films, The Fifth Element and Surrogates. What were those experiences like? And I have to ask, did you ever meet Bruce Willis?
Oh yeah. When filming, you don't want to bother the actors when they're busy in the zone and stuff. But after the shooting and behind the scenes, you kind of kick it, And I'll tell you this: when you tell them what you do, they're my fan. They are who they are, but they always want to know, like, oh wow, how do you do that? Yeah, Fifth Element is one of my favorite films of all time. It's really creative. Passan is the director. Mia Jovovich was in the studio. They had a little fling going on, the director, and I put myself in the movie. And she jumps on the ledge to escape. If you look on the ledge across the street, I'm standing there pitching quarters into a hat.
Really? I'm gonna have to rewatch that after our interview, man. I'm gonna have to re-put that in.
Yeah, just for clowning, I put myself in the movie.
That's actually funny, man. So I have to ask, the whole taxi driver when she falls off the ledge, goes into the taxi cab, and they're doing the whole police chase, floating. Is that your effects?
Yeah. I did those. She jumps off the ledge. Those were large-scale miniatures and green screens. So yeah, I did those. Those are mine.
Crazy, man. That's actually really cool.
See, a lot of people don't know I used to work for NASA, and I like when most people say bullshit. I love it when they say that.
See, I was kind of just sitting there, man, when you said that. I was picturing the scene in my head, because I've seen it quite a few times. And it's not, I wouldn't say bullshit, it's more just astonishing to be able to talk to the person that made your favorite movie, you know what I mean, that helped make it what it is. Without people like you, we wouldn't really have, effects in movies, It'd be looking like a 1930s movie, you know what I mean? Seeing the strings and shit. So it's people like you that make our movies look dope, so thank you, man.
Yeah, well, I was DJing at night and working in the recording studio at night during the day. I was designing the space station, doing the Mars missions for NASA in a top secret lab I built. And how did I do it? I just did it. There is no way. And this is all real, and I got the awards. But that's when I took what I was doing for NASA. I took it to making movies.
That's actually really cool, man. And before we just move off on that topic, I want to ask, man, when you got to meet Bruce, what was he like as a person? Was he like kind of an asshole, or was he actually nice?
No, he's really cool. He was kind of into character, and he's just coming out of his little trailer, Star Wagon, and he's really nice. He's just humble, and like I said, when you tell him what you do, you know, he gets really interested. So he's a really cool dude.
That's pretty cool, man. That really is. Like I said, I'm a huge fan, so I knew when you did those movies, I had to ask about them. You also did visual effects for for Stephen King's Rose Red. What was that experience like? And did you happen to meet Stephen King? Because I know Stephen King is very innovative with his movies.
I didn't even know what the movie was about or who made it. Sometimes you just work on stuff you don't even know what you're working on. They just go, here's a scene, do this, do that, and like I don't give a fuck.
You know,
that was one of the. I don't.
It is. You know, your name's on the credits, so it's something to do.
Yeah, I didn't even know I worked on Precious.
Wow. So you just
later I find out.
Scene, eh?
I'm like, I did. One movie we were working on, we didn't give a fuck about, and they put my name in the credits as Ant-Man. I like that. I'm the original Ant-Man, but it won an Oscar. It was Clouds and Tigers, didn't get it. We're just working at it like this ain't nothing. Then it wins an Oscar. So sometimes you don't know what you're working on. There's this funny movie coming out with a boat. I turned it down. I said, I don't want to work on that shit. I want to work with Schwarzenegger on Batman. So I turned that boat movie down. Guess what? That was Titanic.
Really?
But see the way I looked at it? Like, what? A boat? Sinking ship? Who gives a fuck about that?
It sounds bad, man. It's the truth, though, because honestly, it's such a long movie. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing the Titanic. It's a great movie. It's just so fucking long, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's like 3.5 hours. It's like,
That's what I'm saying. I'm going for the action. Arnold is the one that really got me into doing films. Since high school, I always wanted to work with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Did you ever get a chance to actually work with him like you did?
Yeah, 2 films. And then I'd hang out with him at his bar, Shops Dennis, on Main Street. So, yeah, I worked on True Lies and Batman and Robin with Arnold.
Oh, shit, that's not bad. Like, honestly, a lot of people didn't really like Batman and Robin, but I really did like that one. I thought George Clooney actually wasn't that bad of a Batman, you know what I mean? I find he was better than Christian Bale.
Was in it. There's a lot of people in there, motherfucker. Nobody liked it. I don't care.
Honestly, I actually enjoyed it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of Christian Bale myself. So, but Batman and Robin, George Clooney, he has like the rich person persona. It's Bruce Wayne. He has to have that rich feel to him. You know what I mean? And I feel he did a great job on that movie. I wish we could see a second one.
Yeah, you should keep it moving. And yeah, and then somehow I always bring the movie back to the music. Somehow, some way, I always have to.
You also had the chance to work with Samuel Jackson on the movie Eve's Bayou. What was it like working with Samuel on that project? Yeah,
I only saw him from a distance. I was shooting some swamp shots in the bayou. But yeah. He's just in and out, you know. Like, he doesn't hang out.
He's probably like, yo, fuck this, I gotta go home. You know what I mean? I got shit to do.
Yeah, he does his spot, and he's gone. He do not fuck around.
Oh, hell yeah, man. You know, and you can tell that by him as well. Even in his movies, you can tell he just doesn't fuck around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He tired of motherfuckers hitting him up. Hey, man, what's up, man? Hey.
And then...
Shit. He moved up. He's tired of that.
So you also work for a company called Digital Domain. What was that experience like, and how did you initially get connected with them?
Once again, that was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and his first comeback film after Last Action Hero. This technology was brand new, what I was doing for Boeing Aerospace with these supercomputers. They wanted to do that, and at the SIGGRAPH convention, I gave them my resume, and then boom, they hit me up. They said, "We want you." So this is 1994, the birth of visual effects in the Los Angeles basis of Hollywood, and I'm DJing at night, weekends in recording studio, and then I was married at the time. I just told wifey, "Oh shit, I'm gonna be working on movies." So that's how it all started.
That's pretty awesome, though. You know what I mean? The Last Action Hero was a really good movie as well. So that's pretty cool that you actually got to work with someone that you always wanted to work with, man. That's a boyhood dream come true for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get spiritual on y'all, but I'll tell you, if something you want, you think about it, you write it down, and you believe in it. It's all about faith. Faith is not about what your faith is. Faith is that you believe in something yourself. And you can do anything. You just have to believe it.
And that's true.
Yeah, and I prove it every year.
And speaking of that also, another way that you prove this as well, you currently work for one of the biggest Hollywood movie companies out there called Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers Entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
What is that experience like, and how did you actually get hooked up with Warner?
Yeah, that's like the third time I worked for Warner Brothers, and I was a supervisor for them in 2001, 2003, before I quit to go to New Zealand for Lord of the Rings. It's good, it's powerful. It's as good as it gets. I worked at Disney, so it's on that league. It's really nice. Everything is top of the line. You're working on you're a powerhouse. I like it.
That's actually really cool, man. So even Disney as well. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Disney. I was there a couple of times. Yeah, I just made my rounds, and they don't understand me because I always blow out and say I'm getting back to my music. See, that's my music is my passion. Visual effects is my money.
And it's good money though, most definitely, man. You get to work with on huge movies, so you most definitely are making some really good money on that.
Yeah, it's a lot of money to lose to your wife. You lose everything.
Oh man. I don't know what advice I can give to that one, but hopefully she didn't take it all.
Oh man, it's all good. It's all good. When you got a couple of hit lines, it's even worse.
So before we get off on the topic of movies, man, I have to ask. You did a lot of movies. What are some of your favorite ones that you've actually worked on? Like some of your favorite movie projects?
Yeah, Fifth Element in the top 3. It's not number 1. Lord of the Rings 3, number 1. Just being in New Zealand is a whole new experience. I mean, they're into old school soul music. I wouldn't even say R&B. I'd say the real soul music, album cuts. I'm listening to Radio New Zealand, and they're playing Isaac Hayes out the whole album. They just blowing me away. They're into soul. So that one was good. Star Trek and Star Wars was pretty good because those are big names, and it just felt good, something popular like that. And some of the smaller ones were my favorite. Like, what was this? This film with the Leah. I can't remember the title. It'll come back to me. Those were good. And just this year, one of the was pretty good. Hold on, Annabella. That was pretty fun. But yeah.
Because when I looked at your IMDb page, man, I was astonished. I was like, wow, you worked on like tons of like number 1 like box office hits. I was like, Jesus.
Oh yeah, I haven't even updated it in 2 years, so I have like 20 more to add.
Because when I initially reached out to you for an interview, I knew you were a DJ and you were doing music and whatnot. That's why I reached out. So when I was doing the questions, I did more extensive research. That's when my jaw dropped. I was like, oh shit, you work with Bruce Willis. I'm like, that's dope. I'm like, that's going in there. I'm like, you did all these cool movies, so I knew I had to talk about like, half of your music, half of your movies, because that most definitely is one hell of a great career, man.
Yeah, and lately I've been switching to TV because, like Netflix is mega. So I worked on Sleepy Hollow. Um, Don't Laugh that I just finished working on Black Lightning in Atlanta. Black Lightning is corny as fuck, but it's on Netflix.
I should check that out. Actually, give me something new to watch on Netflix.
It's one of the superhero episodics.
So I have to ask, what is next for you? What is next for DJ Antron?
Making my own films.
It's actually really cool, man. Do you have any done yet, or are you just currently in talks?
We're writing. We have several in development. They've been in development for a long time, and I'll be working on the soundtrack too, also at the same time. And I do have a production company and music group that I'm working with currently, and we're trying to keep that going. But like I said, I've been pretty busy, and I don't want to spread myself too thin. So I kind of do one main thing at a time, and then I'll have the sound project, in development.
So
if this film I'm working on now wins Oscar, then I'm gold.
Oh yeah, Oscar pretty much does it. It pretty much opens the book for anything, pretty much.
Yeah, the group is legendary, and it's all in the writing, so that's what's going to win us the Oscar. It doesn't matter about the work I'm doing. The work I'm doing on it is real good. I'm designing the end, the closing of the movie, and the opening of the movie.
So I have to ask. I know you say you can't say anything. Is it a biopic based on a group, like on a rap group or something, or is it just completely something different?
Yeah, it's about the group and how they started. And it goes through music history and where they started, what they've been doing, how they made it. They're legends.
Okay.
They're one of the biggest groups on Atlantic. That's all I can say.
All right, bro. I'm not going to go into any more questions about that. I just wanted to know, like, if it was about like a group, But that's cool, man. I'm looking forward to seeing that, and I'm pretty sure when it gets announced, I'm pretty sure I will actually understand what it's talking about. Because if it's big, it's big. But I have to ask, Antron, this is the time in the interview that I give the individual a chance that comes on my show, a chance to give shout-outs to whomever they want to give shout-outs to, and also their social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you on all social media platforms if they're not already doing that.
Oh, okay. I'm on Facebook. My initials, L.A. Mabin. That's L period, A period, M-A-B-I-N. On Facebook. My musician partner is Mirko Milan. He's on Facebook. And he's pretty much the composer, musical engine behind the production group. I'm the DJ producer. And our lead singer is Timmy. You'll find her beside me. She's featured on my page. And I'm starting clean for 2020. My other producer partner is Mo ZMD. That's Mo ZMD. His Facebook page is L. Maurice Stewart, platinum producer of Tupac. So he's my production partner. And put the new team together.
Very great.
And then I got artists. But if you just go to my page, you'll find everybody.
All right, perfect. I want to say, Antron, thank you so much for coming up on Outlaw Radio Live, man. It was an absolute blessing and honor to have you on my show, man. I want to say, also, I am very sorry about the inconvenience with the call dropping. But again, thank you so much for coming up on the air.
You got it.
Most definitely, man. Looking forward to hearing your new projects, seeing your new projects, man. Thank you so much again.
Thanks, brother.
Bye-bye.